si Paul kaya, anong masasabi ni Paul? Pwede
Sige,
niyo ba siyang
papasukin na natin.
Sige.
Hello, good evening. Papasukin na natin si Paul. Hello, Paul.
Hello.
Sorry, napagantay kita. Sorry.
Okay lang po. Hello. Naririnig niyo po ba ako?
Yes,
ito nga po si Paul. Nakausap niyo na ako dati. Yeah, salamat for giving me the time. Actually, napakaraming gusto kong sagutan. Marami kayong points na points na na-layout throughout the session.
And thanks for listening.
Marami kayong points, yeah, admittedly, and all I can bago ko I address bawat isa. Ewan ko kung abundant ba yung time niyo today or tonight. Siguro hindi.
Well, siguro piliin mo lang yung
pinaka key point po, yung importante,
essential.
Yung
sa tingin yung
kahit mga tatlo.
Pinakamalakas.
Tatlo na pinaka-importante.
Sige, tatlo. Unang-una tungkol sa iyo. If in the future na magiging titiwalag ako sa Seventh-day Adventist Church, hindi ko tutularan yung pananalita mo. Sa totoo lang. Sorry to say that.
Okay lang yan. Magkakaiba naman talaga tayo ng personality.
Tawag nito. Medyo hindi na siya consistent kasi dati sinabi mo open-minded ka, and then this time sinabi mo na kapag hindi ganito ang magiging defense mo, na tulad kay Nicole, kay please you're just waiting our time in this discussion. So parang merong inconsistency kumbaga sa position mo dati at sa position mo ngayon.
Well, sa tingin ko naman, brother Paul, walang mali sa sinabi ko kasi kung meron pa kayong magsasalita na ibang paliwanag kaysa sinabi ng mga early Adventists, totoo naman yun, mali na yun kasi wala na si Ellen White ngayon para i-confirm yung paliwanag mong alam mo. Yung panahon ng noon, si Ellen White buhay pa, pwede i-confirm ng early Adventist. And I think,
I am making, I'm sorry.
Comment lang, Pastor, no? Si Paul, if you allow me to speak. I think ang comment lang ni Paul is not what you presented. Ang inaano niya lang is, if possible, to be consistent with open-mindedness. So, it's more of your person rather than the presentation. So, ang messenger ang kanyang kino-call out, which is fine kasi nga that is just his observation and appreciated yun.
Kasi karapatan ni Brother Paul yun, karapatan niya.
Dito naman, Paul, syempre, hindi naman kami perfect, so tama naman yun na if you call that out, and that's a good calling out, then it's also a way for us to grow. Si Pastor naman, I'm sure kahit na si Pastor Ted Wilson, meron din siyang way of presenting na many people get offended, but it's a way of growing then when we hear comments like this, and we thank you very much for being open and straight to the point. So,
para sa akin, constructive yun.
Constructive, yes, of course. It's a constructive criticism. Putting aside na lang yung personal for the moment para we will not waste time on talking about personal things. What is your point na probably we missed out and we would like to learn from you?
Yes.
Okay. Second naman is, sige, mamaya na yung kay Pastor Ronald. Punta na tayo kay doon sa second point na lang.
Sige.
The practice of bestiality, the intermarriage between the humans and the animals, hindi siya imposible sa panahon ni Noah. Yung mga genome or mixture, because unang-una, when God created man, walang race doon. Okay? Si Adam and Eve, they are created in the image of God, di ba? And once they multiply, they will multiply the image of God among their descendants, di ba? Hindi sa intention ng Diyos na hindi sila pantay ng height, ng characteristics. Gusto niya in the best state of human condition yung ginawa niyang tao.
Amen.
Like, kung ano yung perfect na ginawa niya, perfect body, color, or whatsoever, gusto niya uniform lahat yon. Ang commandment niya doon sa tao is to multiply and fill the whole earth and to take care of it, di ba? Yun. But sin entered the history and then it corrupted everything. Okay? And it went to the level na so corrupt na kahit ang Diyos mismo, nasabi niya na every inclination of their heart is very corrupt, very sinful. At hindi imposible na magkakaroon talaga ng bestiality. Sexual relationship between humans and animals, sexual relationship between same sex. Hindi malayo yun. Okay? Yung practice ng bestiality or yung mixing ng ano?
How about yung paniwala ng mga early Adventists sa teachings ni Ellen White na nagkakaroon ng offspring ng mga
Hindi
anak?
rin malayo yun. Kasi nga, hindi na sila aligned sa pattern na ginawa ng Diyos para sa tao. Gumawa sila, ano sila.
Tapusin pa, Pastor, is it okay? Pakumpletuhin natin si Paul. Kasi maganda naman yung point niya, but he has to defend it scientifically and biblically. Okay, so Paul, if you don't mind, please continue, but don't just speculate. Be factual. Pag sinabi mo na pwedeng magkaanak ang tao sa hayop, anong evidence yung tinatawag mo ngayon? And evidence, historically, archaeologically, scientifically. So we're not against, we agree with you that there is such a practice as bestiality. In fact, sa US ngayon, there is a guy who wants to promote, illegalize ang bestiality. So that's offensive talaga.
Even in the Bible.
Yeah. So go straight to the point. If you agree with Ellen G. White na nagkakaanak ang tao, be factual, explain to us so that we will understand.
Saka anong evidence?
So, Pastor, we will allow Paul dapat para he could be able to explain. I-mute ko lang yung
Go ahead.
Okay. So, actually, I don't have the evidence on hand. I cannot present it here rightly in the presentation. But, circumstances din yan kasi of course hindi magpo-produce ang kung tawag nitong pagtatalik between the human being and an insect. Imposible 'yon. So meron talagang circumstances doon. Ang pwede siguro between a human being and an ape. Ayun, pwede. Posible 'yon. Kaya hindi malayo, kumbaga may mga yes, speculation kasi medyo far out na yung sa global flood. Pero all I can say is, yung sinabi ni Ellen G. White na may ganung sectionaries, hindi talaga siya malayo. Posibleng-posible yun. Tapos after the flood, sinabi niya na nag-continue pa yun. Hindi rin imposible yun kasi Noah, before he made the ark, he witnessed the kind of civilization that humans at his time na meron sila, kung anong civilization na meron sila. He saw their achievements, they saw what they did, they saw the extent of their abilities, their skills, their talents, kahit sa science, ang hindi lang nila in-expect ulan, to be honest. Yun lang yung sinabi sa Bible, hindi nila in-expect na magkakaroon ng ulan. So maybe they have a civilization na they reach to the point, or even their morality naging corrupt na rin, na parang hindi na rin parang sa corrupt standard nila, hindi malayo magkakaroon ng same-sex relationship, and so human and animal relationship. So dumating sa point ng ganong moral corruption. And then nagkaroon din ng idea si Noah at saka yung mga anak niya. Kasi before they rode the ark, they saw human civilization, nag-warning sila na please abandon those practices. Sila, kumbaga yung warning ni Noah, he's telling the people to ride and then abandon their pero hindi sila nakinig. So that's what happened. Nagkaroon ng flood, pagkatapos ng flood, pinakawala na ng Diyos yung mga animals na originally niya na na-create, but his children, mayroon silang idea sa previous civilization. And Ham, sa lahat ng naging anak niya, si Ham yung unang may mali sa kanya. And so, mula sa line ni Ham, kinors sila ni Noah. And on that line, nagkaroon din ng moral corruption. Kasi siguro na-pass over ni Ham yung mga nakita niya ng lifetime, nung before ng flood. Na-pass niya sa mga descendants niya. Na ganito yung mga nagawa nila.
Paul,
So,
I have to,
yung bestiality.
I have to cut you down kasi nga, I'm waiting for your answer. And I think you already expressed, there's no evidence. Di ba? Sabi mo, I have no evidence right now. So your argument is based on Ellen G. White's explanation pa din. So there's nothing new that you're saying from what Pastor Ron explained. Kasi nga, everything was presented already based on fact.
Evidence.
Now, tonight, we respect what you're explaining kasi coming from being former Seventh-day Adventist, that's the same way we will answer. But can you please help us to understand factually and scientifically And probably you can ask any Seventh-day Adventist doctor with regards to biology and check if science today has proven or disproven the claim of Ellen G. White. Now, we will appreciate that if you can help us. Kasi it's a narrative parang you're telling the public, I believe it, but I don't have evidence. Ngayon, si Pastor Ron just said, well, we used to believe, now we don't believe because we have evidence. So can you go straight to the point para the excitement will now be fulfilled na makita natin yung tamang sagot. Okay, thank you.
Thanks for that. Actually, I have a short time, so medyo mahirap sa akin mag-gather ng evidence in this short period of time. Pero meron akong reference. Wikipedia nga lang siya. Yan nga lang. And that is not reliable, I know. That is not. Pero may mga references doon. May mga samples and pictures doon wherein you can see na even in plants, even in animals, nakakaroon din ng tawag nito, genetic, kumbaga,
ang hinahanap natin, bro, yung tao ang hinahanap natin.
Tao, yung specific lang.
Tao and animals, yes.
Kay Ellen G. White's claim that the black people and the Digger Indians supported to nila Uriah Smith and sila F.D. Nichol. Please rebut doon sa claim and yung fact. You need to be very scientific. You need to be very factual. And the evidence should not be just, I read in Ginugel, ganun. You have to respect also the research that Pastor Ron did. So if you have no evidence tonight, probably you can come back next week and show us evidence if you don't mind.
Oh, pwede. Kasi yan, I can have a time to gather my evidence. Kasi
ang point lang talaga ng yes.
So ang point lang kasi ng ko dito is una to call out the yun nga, yung nag-preside, and then at the same time to rebut sa mga main points na inano niya na this didn't happen.
But the more important thing, Paul, the more important thing is not the person, it's the message. So ang
kailangan nyo na evidence is that by the claim of Ellen G. White.
Yes, please.
By the claim of Ellen G. White.
Open you next
to be honest,
week.
To be honest lang that's the third point supposedly. Okay. Yung tungkol sa yung races, the differences in races, Black, Caucasian, African, Egyptian, whatever, and the Mayans and Indians, Aztecs, are a result of amalgamation between human and beast. Okay? So, nakita ko yung quotes. Meron kayong multiple na quotes doon.
You have to be very scientific kasi I can just express to you that DNA will question what you're saying. So if you're saying there's amalgamation, I can present to you DNA evidence that it's not possible. So aside from that, can you overrule yung DNA ng tao and animal are totally different? Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Tungkol sa chimera actually, meron na siyang field of sciences that deals with it. So when it comes to tao, wala pa akong evidence na nag-gather on hand or in my own hand. Maybe next week, I can present it. Okay.
Accepted.
Pero okay. On the third point I am trying to make actually, yung tungkol sa tao nito. Sa statement ni Ellen G. White na the cause, I mean, kung bakit siya binacktrack ni Ellen G. White or ewan ko kung sino yung nag-backtrack, ewan ko kung ano yung nangyari doon kasi na-offend daw yan ng mga taga-South kasi kasagsagan yun ng American Civil War. And then
Really White.
Kasagsagan ng American Civil War and the racial issue is one of the main issues kung bakit nag-alsa yung mga southern states against the north. So medyo mainit-init pa yung issue na yun kasi tungkol sa slavery yan di ba? Nanalo si Abraham Lincoln and then syempre si Abraham Lincoln gusto niyang i-abolish yung slavery. Ayaw ng mga taga-South. Tapos kasi yung mga South ini-slave nila yung yung African people or black people, sabihin natin. And ayaw nila mangyari yon kaya nag-alsa sila laban sa North. Kaya kasagsagan talaga ng mga issue na yon kung bakit napaka-sensitive yung racial. And then nung pinublish ni Ellen G. White, kasi may mga questions na rin yon theologically, may mga questions na rin bakit nagkaroon ng differences sa race wherein Adam and Eva were just a single race. paano nangyari yun? So, maybe, speculation to kasi may word na maybe, isa sa mga causes maliban sa climate or other factors was because of human corruption din na in the course of history, not only did they, having sex with animals, isa yan sa mga factors. Kaya, ganun yung naging siguro ni Ellen G. White.
Brother Paul, I'm not a doctor, but I've been researching and my sisters and my relatives are doctors. If you are familiar with DNA, you and I may have black descendants, Chinese descendants, yellow. You and I may have white descendants. We don't know. As far as what you're saying is concerned, I thank you for admitting it's speculative, maybe. But I'm very sure if you do your DNA test, you will trace yourself with many races around. Kasi at the time doon sa Tower of Babel, there were many races already. And how did it come out? It's at the same time environment and also crossing of different people. And then sabi mo nga yung effect ng sin, hindi ba? So we're not denying na pwede yung tao at saka hayop magtalik. It could be a male person, tao, to a female chimpanzee. And in fact, it could also be an animal male to a female, di ba? So remember, the DNAs cannot lie. Now, aside from that, if you can provide evidence, DNA, na meron silang natuklasan na chimera in the human species, I will accept your challenge, your explanation. Pero at this point, I cannot accept speculations. Kasi nga, these are all interpretations of Ellen G. White. And that's what we were trying to show kanina, na it's scientifically impossible. And DNA, yun yung blessing ni God sa atin na ngayon napag-aaralan na natin yung DNA. And hindi mo ma-alter yun. Hindi magso-survive yung species na yun. Kasi nga, yung DNA niya is not compatible with God's creation. So, please, if you can help us, come back next week and then prove with evidence, Wikipedia or whatever, then we will try to find out kung ano yung in-explain mo, and then we will discuss with our friends who are doctors and scientists and see if it will hold water.
Hindi ma-alter ang DNA. As far as I know, scientifically, yun nga, lalong-lalo doon sa proponents ng evolution, they believe na I think they believe na ma-alter yung DNA in the course of time. Evolution nga lang yung nangyayari.
Kasi may mga external factors that we came from apes and it could evolve into something else.
So, pwede mangyari ang evolution.
So, Darwin evolution theory, Adventists believe that.
Wala naman yung sa doctrine, official or 28 fundamental beliefs yung tungkol doon. They just believe na the creationism, that God was responsible in bringing everything else into existence. Creationism.
Yung creationism is counter to evolution ni Darwin.
Ang pinagkaiba sa kanila is sa evolution, walang creator. Unlike sa Seventh-day Adventist belief, merong creator.
So,
using evolution,
the human being will skip.
May mga Adventists kasi may mga Adventists kasi na naniniwala sa theistic evolution ang tawag doon
theistic evolution.
God-used evolution.
Kasi
the process of evolution. Pero still a theory. It's not hindi pa siya dogma. It's still a theory.
Kasi yun nga, may mga differences dun like may na-create, pero yung pag-evolve ng mga species, wala nang responsible si God doon. So hindi siya creationism lang siya, simple creationism, pero hindi siya theistic evolution na hindi lang pag-create ang ginawa niya, pag-guide din ng pag-evolve ng mga species yung ginawa niya. Yun yung theistic evolution.
Pero alam mo ba ang geoscience research ng Seventh-day Adventist, ang sponsor niya General Conference, hindi niya tinatanggap ang theistic evolution.
Yes, pero not in informal capacity. Informal. Hindi siya officially. Informal lang kasi sa theistic evolution, wala silang nakitang evidence na yung God ang nagga-guide ng evolutionary process.
Materialistic. Kasi anti-supernaturalist kasi sila meron silang
tinatawag na Pastor Ron.
Worldview.
para to be fair, kasi nga no matter how we explain, siyempre si Paul will always just say maybe. Now, Paul, if you don't mind, we don't want to be impolite.
Yes.
Come back next week and show us dynamic evidences na what Ellen G. White is saying is
documented
and documented. I mean, accepted, documented, and
Adventist
reference if you want.
May peer review at mga journal.
Biology.
Okay, wait. Lilinawin ko muna. Ang gusto nyo makita ba is yung human DNA na alter o hindi? Or yung statement ni Ellen G.
No. Go back to the topic. Answer the question. Ellen G. White is saying na yung mga colored people, mga Digger Indians and the rest, which supported by Uriah Smith, F.D. Nicol supported that, and at the same time, the General Conference and the Michigan Conference supported what Uriah Smith said, come up with Adventist or scientific facts, evidences, including DNA, that it's possible that the colors were influenced by bestiality.
Yes.
Okay.
Yun lang naman ang hinahanap namin. Thank you, Brother Paul.
Yun.
Thank you sa'yo.
Anyway, Brother Paul, as far as yung personal comment mo kay Pastor Ron, I think that's an open
I'm sorry kung naka-offend ako sa iyo, Brother Paul. I'm so sorry. Nag-apologize ako sa iyo.
Yeah, I also apologize if I'm also impolite sometimes, but it's just a matter of because time is short and you wanted to have time to explain, and maybe next week we'll be waiting for you. Just let us know.
Thank you.
Oo. Pero yun nga.
Thank you so much.
Tawag nito. I-wrap up ko lang ha. Ang kailangan nyo na evidence is responsible yung bestiality sa
with the colors.
Yun yung cause ng existence ng diversity sa races.
Colors.
Scientific evidence.
Yes.
Okay. So yung tungkol naman sa alteration ng human DNA, hindi.
Wala, na-alter naman ang DNA.
If you want to add that in, if you want to throw that in, you just tell us that where did man evolve from? I'm not talking about species. I'm talking about we came from one species and there was a jump to another species. That is the evolution. Pero human race pa din, di ba? Kasi human to human nag-evolve.
Sorry na kung gusto ko kasi.
I'll give you a simple explanation. Yung evolution ng tao, from tao, nag-iba lang yung kulay niya, nag-evolve. So there are 2 points that you need to prove. The bestiality that created the effect on human races, or the evolution that caused people to have different colors, like yung negro, hindi ba? Interracial. Yung negro, pagka humalo sa Amerikano, ano lalabas? Ang Amerikano, pag humalo sa Pilipino, ano lalabas? Yung blue eyes, pag humalo sa brown eyes, ano lalabas? So, sino yung dominant? And usually, from my experience, the dominant will be the darker. Nag-i-influence dun sa lighter. Kasi nga, yung mga Asians na lumalabas ngayon from Caucasian parents, yung blue eyes nila na overrule. Yung blonde, nagiging dark hair. So, please, be scientific. We appreciate your effort. And talagang you're welcome here to present your case. And of course, please do not lose focus on what Ellen G. White said. And you have to prove that.
Okay. So, sige. Noted. Kasi
Naka-tape naman po ito pwede nating balik-balik.
Okay, good. Sige. Kasi as far as I know, ang point ko lang talaga sana gustong i-prove is yun nga, yung possibility lang talaga ng bestiality. At saka yung possibility ng factor ng yung bestiality, isa rin sa mga factor na tawag nito na nag-occur during the course of human history.
No,
pero tungkol doon sa
you just need to support evidence.
Tungkol doon sa tawag nito na sa claim ni Ellen G. White na ang bestiality, I'm not sure if she's saying the only cause or one of the cause ng differences sa race. That I am honestly not sure with her about that. Pero tungkol naman doon sa tawag niyan, kung possible ba scientifically na magkaroon ng anak or offspring ang tao at saka yung hayop.
Hayop.
Oo. Yun ba yun?
Yeah, I mean, you have to show evidence and na nagkaanak ang isang babaeng tao ng hayop.
Well, in the modern times, I don't think merong ganun. In the modern times,
no, historically, you have to just prove it. I mean, we have all the facts that we can dig, and that's why I encourage you dig on what you believe and present evidence. Tonight, we just said Ellen White is wrong. She's not a true prophet. She's a false prophet. Because God showed her yung sinasabi niya, hindi ba, in a vision. So ito naman sa'yo, you're now supporting Ellen G. White's belief through scientific explanation. Kasi sabi mo, it's possible. So let science today, kasi sila Mrs. White nun, unless we just believe in the vision period. So now, since we have a lot of scientists, a lot of studies, and particularly DNA, yung DNA has helped us a lot to understand, hindi ba?
Well, to be honest,
I'm not a science man.
I'm not a science man, pero maraming technical doon. So, I think
get a conclusion. Summary lang.
Okay, sige. I will try.
Dapat yung mga peer-reviewed, hindi lang yung hearsay, Kasi mahirap kasi, I mean, let's be honest about it, Paul, di ba?
Ayun nga.
Evidence demands a verdict. If you present correct evidence, then the verdict will be very clear. Pero if it's vague, then it's just maybe, kumbaga assumption.
Mahirap yan.
And marami pa kaming ipepresent na prophecies or visions ni Ellen G. White na assumptions. Hindi ba?
Yes.
And for this tonight, para hindi tayo ma-divert masyado, focus lang tayo doon sa in-name niya na false. So, hindi naman to make you or embarrass you. This is to bring out the truth. Ano ba talaga, kapatid? Ano ba tayo? Ganun ba tayo ka talagang solid beliefs sa lahat ng
kasi I am attacking the position na na hindi nangyari yung bestiality.
Yes.
That is the point of my commenting. That is why I said posible yon.
Bestiality is a practice.
Kahit sa Bible. Kaya nga pinagbawal lang sa Bible ang bestiality sa Leviticus
And then suddenly I was challenged na magbigay ka nga ng evidence doon kay Ellen G. White. Well, hindi ko pa pinapanigan sa Ellen G. White doon. But if you want me to kasi ibang punto yan pero yun nga, I will research by my own.
Research.
I will research by my own, and then maghahanap din ako ng tawag nito ng information, kumbaga kung posible ba na yung bestiality isa sa mga cause ng racial differences.
That's good.
That's good. So we'll be interested. We look forward to that. So thank you, Paul.
Yun lang.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you very much.
Have a good evening.
God bless you.
You too.
God bless you. Thank you.
Anyway, Pastor, I think na-miss ni Paul yung point. Ang point, hindi naman question yung bestiality. Kasi practice.
Hindi naman
question is yung sinabi ni Ellen White, which is very controversial, na yung negro, yung kulay, ito ang result of amalgamation. So, I'm excited to find out. Although ako mismo, ang research ko dyan, hindi lang mababaw. I've already listened to many scientists and yung mga talagang batikan, talagang imposible.
Saka hanga ako kay Brother Paul kasi although hindi siya naniniwala kay Ellen White, alam ko hindi siya naniniwala at kaya nga sabi niya na hindi niya pinagtatanggol si Ellen White. Parang out of curiosity lang. Hindi natin pinag-uusapan dito kung napatunayan ni Brother Paul na pwede pala magkanak. Tama ang propeta si Ellen White. Hindi yun ang issue. Mali. Hindi. Kumbaga, pinag-uusapan niya in a scientific point of view na it can be possible. Kasi at the moment, hindi pa niya napatunayan Nag-speculate lang siya.
Pero merong mga naniniwala na ang isda at saka aso, pwede.
Pwede,
isda
at saka aso.
Fish,
Ano?
Nagbibiro lang ako. May dogfish.
Oo nga,
nagbibiro lang po ako. Di ba?
Sa pangalan lang ng amalgamate. Pero
may isda nga na may mukhang tao, hindi ba?
Oo nga, di ba? May tao nga mukhang unggoy.
May taong mukhang unggoy. Pero again, as far as my Christian faith is concerned, and the wisdom that God gave me when it comes to science, and ang dami na nating researches, DNA and everything, hindi talaga papayag si God na yung creation niya ay maso-supersede. Kasi ang influence kasi daw ng bestiality is Satan. And si Satan daw, to upset God, encourage man to have bestiality, and then kaya nga galit na galit si God na yung influence ni Satan sa tao nakagawa ng hindi honorable kay God. Palagay ko yung mere act of bestiality is already an insult to God kasi nga hindi ba dinisign niya yon tao sa tao, hayop sa hayop. Kaya nga sabi niya wala siyang nakitang kay Adam, hindi ba? Yung helper. Yes. So walang match di ba? At saka ang hayop hindi niya ginawa
dapat siya sa hayop.
Hindi, yung hayop po, ewan ko lang kung may nabasa kayong sa tadyang ng lalaking hayop, kinuha yung, let's say, yung baka, yung bull at saka yung cow. Hindi ba? Ang tao lang, kinuha sa tao.
Di ba nung nag-iisa si Adan, ang nakikita lang niya na mayroong kapartner, mga hayop, hindi pa nakikreate si Eva. Tapos nakita ng Diyos, nakita ko, ang tao hindi nalulungkot mag-isa. Nakita ni Adan, may partner yung mga hayop, may lalaki, may babae, siya lang wala sana kung talagang pwede naman, teka, kaysa operahan ko pa si Adat kunin yung tadyang niya. Kuha na lang ko ng isang hayop dito at yun ang ninyo. Di ba?
Yun. Laki ng genetic gap.
Yes, laki ng genetic
gap ng hayop at saka ng tao.
Kahit mga Seventh-day Adventist scientist mismo, tanongin niya.
Sure.
Hindi naniniwala dyan.
Yeah. Kaya nga, dapat gamitin din natin yung wisdom, gamitin natin yung heart natin na galing kay Lord to explain. Hindi, at saka yung scriptures, of course. Pero wala kang mababasa sa scriptures na yung effect ng bestiality is tao kalahati, hayop kalahati tao.
Fiction, that's a fiction.
Diba? Kasi kung
mythology.
Kung nakapagtalik sa unggoy, dapat may buntot. Sabi nila may buntot daw tayo pero maikli.
Masarap.
Hindi kasi kaya naman may buntot.
Yung mga sabi nila yung mga sa Mindoro, yung mga tawag doon. Yung mga native ng Mindoro may buntot daw, yung sabi nila, pero hindi pala buntot 'yun Hindi buntot 'yun
mayroong rare cases na extended yung coccyx. Pero yun nga, interesting yung napakaliit na bagay pero ang daming taong hindi alam yung mga pinag-uusapan natin.